Hi everyone, this is Bill and I'm with Hot Rod Collection in Dallas. We have a great truck for you here today. It's a 1985 Ford F-150 XLT Lariat. And as you can see, this thing shines like a new diamond and it is beautiful inside and out. We're going to walk around. We're going to show you some of the outside features, inside. We'll show you inside the bed and the engine compartment underneath. And at the end of the video, we're going to have a little driving segment for you so you can see how nicely it drives too. So stay with us and take a look at this truck along with us. Okay, in the front, you're going to see that it has the chrome bumpers, of course, the XLT trim, the bumper overrides. It's a two-tone paint scheme. This is the factory colorway on this one. It's black with the silver, and it goes nicely with the brand new wheels and tires that are on it, the alloys. Those are 17-inch wheels. This vehicle came with 15-inch wheels, very narrow ones, and these are just a little bit bigger, and of course the 17-inch diameter helps out your handling and whatnot, and so it's a nice package for this one. As you come down, you see the dual outside mirrors that fold in and whatnot, so it gives you good visibility to the rear. So let's take a look on the inside and we'll show you a few of the features in here. So you've got the red interior and you have power steering, power windows, power brakes, power door locks, cruise control, and it's just a nice vehicle. And again, it's just a little over 55,000 miles. You got ice cold AC in the truck, so it's just ready to go. It's ready to do whatever you want a nice driving truck to do. Beautiful truck. One of the great features about the way this was ordered is that it has the factory dual tank setup on it, which is really a nice feature, whether you have a half-ton or a three-quarter. This one being a half-ton truck is just a really great option here. So got plenty of fuel range on this one. And moving to the upper area, you could see the camper shell that was also color matched for this truck. And from the back, you can see that this is one of the few camper shells that fits just absolutely perfectly, like it was made exactly for this truck. It follows the body contours, the height, the cab, everything. It's just a really nice package on this truck. Just looks like it was factory. And it's all in really good shape. And from this angle, you can also look down the sides of the truck and see how straight it is. And black shows everything, and you could see this one is just straight as a string. Just beautiful. Coming around to the back area, you could see the chrome step bumper. And of course, the XLT trim came with this stainless rear fascia. It's in pretty decent shape. There's a couple little tiny dings here you can see, but overall, considering the age of the truck, it's just in really great condition. Let's open up the back of the camper shell so you can see inside there. We're really proud to show you just how nice this bed is in here as well. So if you take a look inside the bed, you can see it's been hardly used like a truck at all. It's not scraped up and not any significant dents on it. And again, this camper shell is just a great choice for this truck with the sliding side windows, and it's got the screen on one end of it. And I'll show you the tailgate as well. You know, a lot of trucks, they get beat up pretty badly along the top edge. And again, this is a 1985, but considering the age of this truck, it's in magnificent condition. There's a few scratches and very small little dings you can feel here, but overall it's really straight. The body lines are straight on this, and you know, you could tell it just hasn't ever been, you know, severely dented or, you know, warped or anything like that. You have a few scratches here and there where they've loaded things and whatnot, but this is the original paint on this tailgate, and so it's very straight, and it fits properly. It bumps up against the rubber bumpers when you close it properly, latches nicely. And again, you can look at the bed here, just how nice it is, the wheel wells on both sides. Even the front panel at the front of the bed, where a lot of things slide into the sheet metal there, it'll dent it, but this one's not. It's nice and straight, so I would think that it wasn't really used to haul a lot of things during its life, because it sure looks good here. So at this corner, on the right side, again, this side is just as nice and straight as the left side. It's really good. There may be a ding here and there, but I sure can't see them. It's really, really straight. And we think that this would just be a wonderful truck for somebody if they want to use it for a daily driver or to, use for camping, taking your fishing rods out, whatever you want to do. It's ready to go. It runs and drives very nicely, as you'll see later in the video where we drive. And just a magnificent truck, and it's a wonderful opportunity to get one of these classic style trucks that's in such good shape like this. Again, it's the XLT Lariat. It's got the longer bed on it, so there's plenty of room in the bed. It's really hard to get a longer bed truck like this these days. You almost have to get an older one to get the long bed like this, so it's really a nice feature. We'd like to show you how nice and smooth this truck starts and runs, so let's give it a try. There she goes. Wow. Nice and smooth and quiet. What a great running truck. Again, you got the 351 high output. It's a 5.8 liter V8, 4-barrel carburetor. Great for power. All right, we have the 1985 Ford F150 up on the rack here. So let's take a look underneath, and you're going to see just how nice and clean and original this one is. As we mentioned in the walk-around video, you saw that we put 17-inch wheels on it. So that's one option that's different. But other than that, you're going to see almost everything except for the shock absorbers as we walk by is original on this truck. And so one of the things that's nice about this truck, the way it was optioned, this has the 5.8 liter, which is a 351 cubic inch Windsor V8 in it, and it's the high output version. It's got 305 foot-pounds of torque, so it's a very nice torquey vehicle. And it also has the C6 transmission, which is a Ford transmission that's really heavy duty. They use that in their high performance sports cars like the Mach 1s with the big motors, and the Torinos and many other vehicles, and also the trucks as well. It also has the Ford 9-inch rear end, which again is a very heavy duty rear end. It's one of Ford's best. So we'll point those out to you as we walk at different sections of the truck. So starting at the front, you can see how nice and clean it is. And this has Ford's very famous twin I-beam front suspension. These are very heavy iron pieces that locate the axles, and they're known to be very durable and very reliable. Walking back a little further, you can see how nice and clean it is under here. This is the C6 transmission. Very simple, not a lot of, clutter and things under here. It's one of the really the last of the very nice vehicles to work on for somebody if they wanted to do their own maintenance on the truck. It's very simple under here. You'll also see the floorboards. They're very nice and clean. There's no rust on them. The frame rails are absolutely dead straight all the way front to back. And walking back to this area, you can see the forward tank. This is the saddle tank. It's a very large capacity. And this truck has the factory dual tanks. So this is the forward one. You can see all the lines and everything to the tank, and the brake lines and everything else are nice and clean on this truck. This forward tank actually fills right from the side here, and there's another filler further back, and that's for the rear tank. So it's a really great option on these trucks, is to have the factory dual tanks like this. So let's go back a little bit further. Again, you'll see the Monroe Gasmatic shock absorbers that this has all the way around. And you can see the front of the Ford 9-inch rear end here. And so let's go back a little bit further, and we'll be able to see the rear gas tank up above the spare tire. So that's a really nice area to mount this. So again, you have this gas tank in the back, and then the other one, the forward one, and the saddle tank. Great range on this with those dual tanks. From here, we can get a nice view of the 9-inch Ford rear end. Very clean axle, and we have the standard leaf springs, and we have the 10-inch drums in the back. You have front disc brakes. And again, you can see underneath the bed, all of the sheet metal on this is really clean. There's no dents or surface rust even. It's really in good condition on this truck. The exhaust, the same way. Very good condition on this. And going forward, Again, you can see all the floorboards and everything just nice and clean, no corrosion. We have the back of the transmission here. Again, really in good shape. Everything just looks pristine the way it was when the truck was made. We're at the rear of the engine, and where you can see how accessible everything is under here. Again, all the brake lines and the fuel lines and electrical, it's just all in really, really nice shape in this vehicle. Again, the twin I-beam front suspension. So as we go around to the front, you'll see get a good front view of the suspension arms, and the bushings are all in really good shape, and the car drives very, very nicely. Again, with the 17-inch wheels we put on, really a nice driving truck. This is a 4900 GVW truck, so it rides very, very well for a pickup. Rides just like a car, really. It has the hauling capacity, of course, too. So we hope you can see how nice this truck is. It's probably better in person than it looks on the video. It's really nice, and we think you're going to like it a lot. Hi, are you ready to go for a ride? Let's go in this 1985 Ford F150 XLT Lariat and see how she drives. Let's go. Okay, here we are in the F150, the 1985, and this is the long bed XLT Lariat with the 351, and it's the high output version, so we've got plenty of power on this one. This thing really goes down the road nicely, so easy to drive. You know, for a truck, it's riding quite smooth too. Really amazing. Love this truck. It's really like going back in time and driving a brand new one. Wow, this is great. Another nice feature of this truck, it's popular, but you don't see too many of them with it anymore, is the dual tank option. So this is where you switch it as you're driving. It's on the front right now. There's a middle position for both, and then also one for the back tank. So you can switch it, and the gas gauge moves accordingly. So really a great, wonderful feature. Even a safety kind of a advantage as well to have the two tanks. So really kind of nice, and having that extended range, particularly on a truck, is really a great feature. We're ready to stop now, so let's give it a little gas and see what she's got. Wow, this is a 351 high output. Boy, you can sure feel it. This thing really has some get up and go. You can haul and tow and do whatever you want to do with this package. Wow.